All right, braids are done, so now it's time to go from Lil Bow Wow to Beyonce. That was so stupid. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. My name is JC, and today we are gonna play with some wigs. I have a couple of wigs. I think I've told you guys that. You guys know yeah, if you watch like some of my curly hair videos, I talk about how I started a natural hair journey, and part of that was chopping my hair off really, really short. And during that time, for about a year, I was wearing wigs just because I needed to ease myself into the transition of not having long, luxurious hair, but I also couldn't straighten my hair because of the natural hair journey. So I just fell in love with wigs, and I still love them. I still love the idea of changing up your look for a night or a week and just kind of keeping things fresh. So I love wigs. However, I am not an expert by any means. I have learned to work with what works for me. And so if you want to get into wigs, I encourage you to do that as well, to do your research and take this video as more of like a fun product walkthrough and not like an actual tutorial. But in terms of product walkthrough, what we will be talking today is a new product line from Shea Moisture. So Shea Moisture came out with a wig and weave line. I love Shea Moisture. I use a lot of their products for my curly hair. I follow them on Instagram, and when I saw them posting that they came out with this new line, I had to run to my nearest Target to try it out. So these were actually the only two items left at my Target: a conditioning detangler and a bonding glue. So I'm really curious to see how this works compared to Got2B Glued, because that's what I have been using to lay my lace fronts. So I'll get a little bit more into that, but in this video we are just going to be trying these out, doing a silly little wig try on and seeing how it works out. I know I kind of have videos of like curly hair stuff and like beauty, and then just like me living my silly life, but you guys get to pick the video. You get to click on it. If it doesn't interest you, don't click on it, you know? No hard feelings. But if you like this video, then make sure to give it a thumbs up. But the first step before we can even lay our wig is I gotta braid my hair. So I'll just show you a quick run through of that. So let's get started. So let's put on a wig cap. Also, it's super annoying that my closet doesn't close all the way up there. Oh, don't look at it now. I brought attention to it. Don't look at it. So put on a wig cap. Ha ha ha, make all your condom thumb jokes here, whatever. It is what it is. The wig we will be working with today is this long, luxurious blonde one. I have called her Jessica. So Jessica has some pins in it. So you just take the two pins, slide it into your braid so that it holds. Oh, and now I look like I'm from the 70s. Perfect. So Jessica here is what we call a lace front. So a lace front has lace where the wig basically meets your head. That's where you glue it down to try to make it blend and seem like your own scalp. So again, if you want more info on this, there's a lot of more helpful videos out there. Just look it up. I gotta adjust the camera now. But I have not worn this wig in a hot minute. We are gonna bring her back to life. Let me tell you, one thing that's really cool about wigs is you get to create your own forehead. So I used to take this wig and bring it really far down my forehead, so my actual forehead doesn't start till about here, but now I have the cutest little forehead. So that's another thing I love about wigs. But I remember that I was still so not used to having bangs that I cut some bangs into this, and they are very poorly done. So that's not the wig's fault, that's my fault, but we're gonna make it work. So we're gonna try our first product. Again, this isn't sponsored. I went out and bought these because I wanna test them, but this is a 2-in-1 conditioner and detangler. Dang it, I just detangled. I'm the worst at this. This smells nice, and my hair does feel a little bit more conditioned. I think the worst part about wigs is if they get too shiny and you can tell they're a wig, then it gets really annoying. So this didn't add any shine, which is good. I prefer that. But it's, I don't know, I don't wear my wigs enough to need a detangler necessarily or to need a conditioner. but I like this so far. So this is the bonding glue, and it is also made with aloe vera. So I'm gonna show you how I do this. You're gonna line up where you want your wig to sit. So this one has like little ear pieces that go over my ear so I can really glue it down here. And then you're gonna make sure that there's enough room to glue it down on your actual skin. You don't want this to go on your hair. So I need to bring mine down a little bit more. And again, cute little forehead. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of flip it up. Actually, I should read their directions. Add layers as needed for desired level of tack. Okay, so that's interesting. So we have to kind of layer it depending on how much we want it to stick. So it's not just gonna be a one and done kind of thing. We'll start with a thin layer. How about that? You guys remember this fan from my DIY spa night? Comes in handy. I'm gonna do 3 layers because I feel like any more, and that's excessive, just make your glue stronger. But anything less, it's only gonna last for like a few hours and not like a couple days. And I'm gonna try to go for like a couple days with this. I've changed my mind. I'm only gonna do 2 layers because this is a lot. I think I didn't do very thin enough layers, but I'm impatient and I'm not gonna wait for a 3rd layer. It's very stringy, which is good to me because that means it's like got a good viscosity. I feel like that's the right science word. So when I wear Got2B Glued and I wear a wig for multiple days, the glue will last me 2 to 3 days if I'm taking care of it. And I'll show you what I mean by that. So that's just what we're gonna use for our baseline to compare it to the Shea Moisture bonding glue. So now we're just gonna flip it back over and seal it. And then just kind of hold it on the main parts as if you're gluing something, you know? You gotta make sure the adhesive sticks before you let go. So here's another thing you need to know about wigs is that you do have to take your time to pick the actual lace to make it a more realistic hairline. I have not done that with this wig because I am lazy and impatient. If you want a more realistic looking wig, again, look up those tutorials. They are super helpful and will get you a more flawless finish. As you can see here by my ear, it's coming up a little bit, so it's not fully adhering to my skin there. Maybe if I just hold it a little longer. So once you held it on to try to create that seal, the next step is you're going to take a scarf and tie it down. So that way it can continue to adhere while you're doing chores, doing your makeup, or in my case, finishing up styling my hair. And there you go. Honestly, this would kind of be a look if I like tried harder. So now that's just gonna set. So I'm going to curl all of this hair and maybe I'll just time lapse it for you guys. All right, I'm back. I spent about 20 minutes curling at least this side of my hair, and then I got tired and was like, it's all right, I don't care anymore. I think I forget how to curl my hair because I don't do it so often that I was like, oh my God, this is so much hair, I'm tired. So we're just gonna have to deal with this. But it has been a little while, so let's take this off and see how our bondage is. Oh, sorry, maybe not the right word. It feels secure, but not very secure to pull on. It hasn't attached at all right here, so this is a big chunk that just didn't even attach. And it didn't attach at all right here either. So right now I just have some glue up here, so that feels pretty sturdy, but I also don't want to pull on it too much. I think the Got2B Glued is a little bit more secure, but we're gonna work with this. Let me fix up my bangs. Why won't you curl? How come I forget how to freaking do this? Oh, my cats. Forget it. This is the hair. This is the final look. Again, I'm not gonna do the whole showing you how to like blend it with your scalp, how to pluck your hairline, any of that. This is just testing the overall hold over the next couple of days. All right, it's been a couple of hours. Sorry I couldn't make this look as beautiful as I know the potential could be. It kind of looks like I got in a fight with a seagull, but we're gonna make it work. So here is an update. Again, don't mind how bad this lace front is. This is just for fun. But if I pull a little bit, I can feel, yeah, like it's already starting to come up a little bit here and it's only been a few hours. So it's a good daily hold, but not like if you want it to last for days. So I have to go to the grocery store, so I'm gonna throw on a cute little beanie and look like a total white girl, holy moly. And I'll update you later tonight to show you how I preserve it if I choose to preserve it tonight. So I'll see you in a bit. All right, I just got done returning something at Target and I'm in a beanie and this wig and I forgot how hot that is. So it's basically like wearing two beanies, so I'm actually sweating right now even though it's pretty cold in LA right now. Pretty cold relatively. I mean, it's LA. It's like 60 something degrees. But I'm wondering if because I'm sweating, it might dilute the product a little bit. Like it might reduce some of the stickiness. So let's do a quick test. It's not at all attached up here, like closer to my temples. It's still attached up top, which is most important. But I think because I'm sweating, it's kind of, I guess, diluting the adhesiveness. Adhesiveness? You guys get what I'm saying. So I have to go to the grocery store and sweat a little bit more and then we can test it out when I get home. So see you in a minute. All right, I am back. So I have been sweating a lot and because of that, it is completely off of my head, as you can see. It is not held through the sweat. So I will not be needing to do my nighttime routine. However, if you're interested, I would just use that same scarf that I used and do that same method to kind of hold it down and then use like a silk scarf or silk bonnet to kind of just either do braids, wrap it up, however you want to preserve your actual wig. But that won't be necessary because there's nothing to hold anymore. Let's take it off. I'm still sweating. Ugh. So would I recommend Shea Moisture's wig and weave products? I would say yes on a daily basis. So if you are wearing a wig just for the day and are just doing normal daily activities, it did hold throughout the day and it did exactly what I expected in terms of that. However, it really depends on how you're wearing your wigs. If you are wearing it for a fun night out and you're going clubbing and you're gonna sweat, it's not gonna hold. If you are in a very humid place or it's very hot, it's not gonna hold. Or if you wear it for multiple days in a row, it will not hold. So I guess it just depends on your situation. If you want any of those latter things, I would definitely recommend the Got2B Glued. Those are excellent. It is straight up super glue on your forehead, but like not in a bad way, like it comes off. Like it's not gonna rip your skin off. This was just good for like a daily use. If I just want to throw on a wig and go out to lunch sort of thing. So I liked it for that. But that's just for the bonding glue. The Detangler and conditioner. Why am I out of breath? The Detangler and conditioner, it did what it said. However, I don't feel the need to detangle or condition my wigs that often. So overall, I personally wouldn't find that much use out of these products, but if you're new to wigs, if you just want to try it out for the day, this is a very good beginning starter brand if you're just kind of testing the waters sort of thing. So I'd recommend it for that. But I thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time in whatever video I feel like doing. So toodles! Oh my god, my arms. I'm pretty sure I'd lose a fight to a Muppet at this point.